Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the end of December, if I can say it, into the beginning of January. So, we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. And then we will take a peek at what's going on with you and your person. It is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So I just want to say a huge thank you if you are returning. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings. If you'd like one of those, the information's in the description box below or in my about section of my channel. All right, so the cards are kind of flipping all over the place. So the energy seems pretty steamy. Let's see what's going on for you guys. All right, so in the recent past, we have the the Six of Swords in reverse with the Magician in reverse, and then the Page of Cups in reverse. In the current energy, we have the Eight of Swords. I'm going to pick up a card that just dropped. The King of Swords is in reverse, and then the Nine of Pentacles. In the near future, we have the Empress in reverse with the King of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the overall energy is the Six of Wands. It's so funny because when I was shuffling before I turned on the video, let me readjust you guys just a hair. I saw this card. So there's a desire for victory. I feel like this is around relationships in general. What you want to find that's going to truly feel like a successful relationship. This is about finding yourself as well. I feel like what it's saying is be sure of what you truly desire and what your outcome looks like for you. It's hard to paint a really clear picture sometimes of what we desire in our lives in general. It doesn't just mean about a relationship. So what victory is for you is going to be different than somebody else. So really knowing yourself first is what helps you attract the things into your life that you desire, the things that are going to feel successful, you're going to feel good about. And I think that's what you're truly focused on and aiming for, especially towards the end of this year. This has been a really trying year for a lot of people to figure out who they are spiritually or otherwise and what they really, really, really want in their lives. I always say, COVID happened for a reason. It really did seclude people so that they could figure out who they were and the next steps that they wanted to take in this new era that we're going to be experiencing in the age of Aquarius. It's going to look very different. Success is going to look different. What your description of success is going to look different. So figuring out what you want, how you want it to look, and what's going to feel that way for you is going to be super important. And then we have the Four of Swords. So the energy right now for you is about taking that time to think this through. Feel it through. It isn't just about the mental energy, but right now it could just be that's where you're focused, is in the mental energy. Yes, the feelings come into play. All of those things are important. What you're passionate about, what creates the stability in your life, all the things the cards represent. But right now, this is about how you view it, how you think about it, what it does in your mental state, what it creates for you in your mental state. All right, so in the recent past, we have the Six of Swords, the Magician in reverse, and the Page of Cups. So it seems like there's a situation that did not end up going in the direction that you had hoped. Maybe you thought that you were trying to manifest something and you figured that it was going to be something that was going to work for you. With the Page of Cups in reverse, I'm going to say that you might have been dealing with somebody who's a little bit immature emotionally. Doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that there's not a match there. Again, this is mental energy as well. So if you're not getting to a place where you feel relaxed in that way, how can you have everything else feel okay as well? So we'll clarify that in just a moment. It may feel like the things that you desire haven't quite come to you, but there's a reason for that. We want what we want, but the divine timing, yes, I know that's almost become like a bad word, but it's the truth. It's not going to come to you until you're truly ready for it or when it's meant for you on your life path. So in the current energy, we have the Eight of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords is, again, lots of mental energy. The King of Swords being in the center of this tells me that there's a part of you that feels stuck around what you desire as far as your independence and how you want your life specifically outside of what another person may represent in your life. What do you want? How do you want that stability to look for you first? So you may still be in a place where you're not 100% sure what that looks like. The King of Swords in the middle could say there's some confusion around that, lack of clarity. You could have also had someone in your life that wasn't very clear about what they desired. Maybe they weren't able to speak up or speak the truth, and that puts you in a position of confusion. And now you're like, wait, I feel a little bit stuck, so I have to reevaluate again. And that can be frustrating. It's like, why can't things just show up in my world that make sense? But they don't until you figure this part out. So yes, the current energy does feel a little bit like I feel trapped in my mind about how I want this to look. You're actually not trapped. You're just in a timeout. You're thinking things through with the Four of Swords that we saw earlier, because it's important to figure that out in order to find that success. All right. We will clarify that as well. So in the near future, the Empress in reverse with the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, whatever you were holding on to seems to want to release from your life, because it's creating a sense of, I don't feel like me. I'm not in control of things. I don't feel stable. So releasing of that energy is going to be important so that it does create what you desire. When you hold on so tightly to the thought of something, could be old conditioning, could be the way other people think things should be. This is an individual path. You're not living this life for anyone else. When you're a parent, yes, you tend to live your life for your children. You're there for them, but you're still an individual. So the biggest... Hold on, I'm trying to get this out the way that they're trying to say it. The only way to create the balance in the other parts of your life is to create it with yourself first. So you're redefining what it is that creates stability in your life and also helps you take back control of your own mental processes, your own emotions. The Empress in reverse just says there's a little bit of a lack there right now. All right. So let's clarify and see what's going on with the Six of Swords. I feel like there's something that you had desired, you had hoped would get to a better place, and it just hadn't. Sometimes other people don't quite cooperate with what we want. And that's hard, because everybody is such an individual. And if they don't mesh with you at times, we love people and we don't want to let them go. But if they don't, they don't. And there's something really valuable to take away from that. So they're reinforcing this with the Four of Swords in the upright with the Six of Swords, taking the time to think it through. Now, the Magician with the Page of Cups. Let's see what's going on with that energy. The Emperor. Okay, so there's a very powerful, strong energy. That's, to me, that represents you, Taurus, anyone in the zodiac that has the ability to really control the outcome in their life. And I think you guys do. At times, I'm sure there's disappointments. But in this case, it's like there's a part of you that really knows that you have that boss-like energy. And when there's someone around you that is exhibiting emotional immaturity, that can be really frustrating. Or if you feel like they're getting in the way, in a sense, their energy is of you manifesting what you desire. Again, and this is about taking back that control so that other energies don't take that away. Don't interrupt whatever the process is that you're going through. And yes, it's painful when we have to release the people we love. All right, let's look at the Eight of Swords with the King of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I just feel like releasing something that doesn't seem to be going in the direction is what this is talking about. It's not going in the way that you had hoped. And not that there's lies around it. I want to say there's somebody who just doesn't have clarity. Maybe they don't know who they are. And that makes it really tough. And to wait around while somebody figures themselves out, if they're stuck, isn't going to be beneficial to you. So a lot of times the universe will come in and create more issues to make you aware that this isn't the right situation. All right, I'm not picking up on work, but doesn't mean that there isn't something here. Let's see with the King of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. And then we have the Sun card. Absolutely. So that's, you're going to be much happier, it feels like, because that's your card. Not only is it your card, it's also one of the best in the deck. It says that there is joy when you get through this. When you get on the other side of feeling stuck and you release something that doesn't seem to be going anywhere, then joy returns to your life and you can restore that feeling of independence, that feeling of it's okay for me to just be who I am. And if somebody else doesn't mesh with that, I'm not going to try to force it. My joy is more important than trying to conform to something that just doesn't fit. Making exceptions at times or compromises in any of your relationships, whether it be in your work life or in your personal life, is fine. Yes, that's great, but not to the point where you lose yourself. Okay, so the Empress and the King of Pentacles. Then we have your card. This also represents you, Leo, in reverse. So the Strength. This could be very draining for you. It does feel like there might have been a partnership where two people had potential and then things had shifted. And I feel like it just exhausted you to the point where you had to release it. All right, so the Four of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I know there's a lot of reverses and some people don't like that, but that's the way I read. So I'm shocked that people actually put that in the comments. There is not all positive every time we have a reading. There is going to be some things that pop up for you that don't feel great. But it's meant to help you, not to just say, everything's going to be great. So I hope people understand when I read like this that I want to help you understand what the energy seems to be around you so that you can create this in your life. You can create the joy that you truly desire. All right, I'm going to get one more card for this. And then we have the Page of Wands. So in the near future, it's like this energy wants to move away from you, be released, and then the page comes in to allow you a new fresh start, a new beginning, a new way of seeing things. Finding that passion again. Sometimes when you release things, it relieves like that weight off your shoulders. And then you can start refocusing on the things that truly do bring in this joy and happiness and create that independence that you so desire. You can have it and have really healthy other relationships. It is possible. It may not seem that way because we've been in an interesting state, astrologically speaking. A lot of people working through some tough stuff, but you will regain this. There will be another moment of feeling like, okay, I can do this again. I want to go after something that I feel really, really passionate about. It could be something in your work life that you had to take a step back from and make a choice. If you were feeling stuck, it's telling you that the energy is about to shift. And if you focus on what's really, really going to make you happy and not let anything or anyone get in the way of that, meaning their opinions, the way they think things should be, then you can follow that and things will be successful. It's having faith that they will be and just pushing away any other energies that tend to keep you stuck in your head. All right, so I'm going to clear this and we will get into the person that's on your mind. So think about them for just a moment. Let's see what the main energy is going to be. Yeah, I'm not surprised. When I gather the cards, I like to see what's going to end up on the top, and the Nine of Pentacles is there. So this particular time frame, the next couple of weeks, it could be the next couple of months, this is what you're going to be focused on. Really just being who you are, independent, not needing necessarily other people to be in your life in order to feel good about where you are. So I love that. It's important for all of us, masculine or feminine, to have that prior to having really successful other relationships. Okay, let's look at what's going on with your person. Okay, so your person's energy, we have the Queen of Cups. Somebody's a little bit withdrawn emotionally. And then the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Death card. Okay, interesting, because your person seems to be holding back emotionally. I don't think they're stuck. They're actually coming out of a place of being stuck in a lot of thought processes. They too could have been dealing with stuff that was tough for them and they may not have been able to open up about it. But the Death card's coming in to shift the energy for them. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Very strong energy there. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Just a lot of water and air energy right now. Doesn't mean that it's not somebody else or the other signs. Your energy is the Six of Cups in reverse with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I love that. The Magician, and then perfect, Page of Pentacles. And then the overall energy is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So something isn't as stable as you'd like it to be. Yes, that is what comes up a lot with the Pentacles, because that's usually the primary focus. And if it's upside down, something is not going quite right. It could be that your person's having trouble in that area of their life as well. They could feel like they don't have their shit together and they want to before they can offer the right kind of relationship to someone. But they do feel a little withdrawn emotionally. The Eight of Swords in reverse, trying to get from a place of feeling stuck and out of it. The Four of Cups, they may not appreciate what you bring to the table. They may not. Maybe that you're the type of person that likes things a certain way and it's just not something that they necessarily want or need in a relationship. And I feel like they just don't see it. They don't see the role that you play and how much you bring and how much love you have to offer. Now, the Death card says that they're going through their own changes. And unfortunately, we can't help, control, or have any real influence on somebody's change. Yes, we can be supportive. But right now, if they're going through this death and rebirth process, sometimes you'll be pulled away from their energy in order for them to go through it because it's their process. So your energy is the Six of Cups in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician, and then the Page of Pentacles. Your back is kind of turned to this energy right now. So the Six of Cups is not really wanting to focus on what's already happened. You just want to find balance. And then the Magician says, yes, you are trying to manifest something in your life, but with the Page of Pentacles, it's more focused on the things that you desire and what you want in your life, just like the main reading. So he's focused on what's next for me. I need to figure that out. So your back seems to be, again, turned to this person. Not that you want to turn your back on them completely. If you're in a relationship with them, you may just need to try to understand how to support them through these big changes that they're going through. If this is somebody from the past, I feel like you're kind of shut off to that anyway. You may be just curious about what's going on with them. I get that. I think you just want to find balance for you. That's for those of you that this is somebody from the past that you're just interested in and inquiring about. All right, let's see. We'll get some advice in just a moment. Let me see what's going on with the romance angels. This is for Leo. So we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. If you are in a committed relationship and you love this person and you know that they're going through something tough and you hope that this is where it's going to go, it's very possible that it will if they can get on the other side of this change that they need to go through. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, and then release your ex. So for those of you that know that this is probably done, it's telling you this is time. It's time to clear your energy of this person. So I know that can feel a little conflicting. Sometimes I get two separate messages and these cards will come out and one will relate to one situation and then one will relate to the other. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So whatever it is that you're looking for, once you clear this energy, it will come to you once you realize exactly who you are and what you desire. So take what you learned from this relationship and know that if you're interested in settling down with somebody, that's what you can bring into your life. You will attract that. You're very attractive energies anyway, Leos. So it isn't really difficult for you guys to find somebody in your life. It's just a matter of finding that match for you. Now, the overall energy on the bottom is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal your past, you experience more love in your present moment. That could be the healing that your person needs to go through, childhood wounds, things like that. I discuss them often because it's important. It isn't about not healing. That's what this process is about. I know a lot of readers just read and tell you the messages. I'm about the healing process and getting to the place where you truly find the love and the work life and all those things that you desire. So that's going to be an important part of what you do. Even if you feel like your childhood was great, there's always going to be something there that's going to be brought up. That's what your soul came here to experience. So yes, healing those things. It could be hard for your person. It could be something you need to focus on. All right. Let's see what the advice is for you. I'll give you both scenarios. This is for Leo. So, if you are with a person now, the Emperor tells me that both of you are going to individually get back to being able to feel in control of yourselves and your lives. And I feel like that's going to make the relationship better. If you are leaving someone behind, that's you taking back control of your life. The Strength card. Yes, this time is exhausting. I get it. There you are. You could be dealing with a Taurus or another Leo. And then the Nine of Cups. But it's bringing you to the place, is what they're saying, of complete fulfillment. And those of you that are leaving this behind, what you desire is about to come towards you. So just know, open yourself up, because this new love will pop up into your awareness as soon as you're sure about the things that are going to fulfill you. Yes, I understand. It gets tiring. We all get exhausted going through all these different relationships. Like, why does it have to be like that in order for me to finally just find somebody that I love? Because you're here to have an experience, and that's not easy. So, on the other side of my preaching, yes, you will find what you desire. This is going to be something that's going to fulfill you even more. Now, if you are in a current relationship and you can stay strong through this, even though it can be exhausting at times, what you're hoping for is like a new beginning within the relationship. It's going to happen. Okay, let's get the Lover's Oracle. This is for Leo. All right, so it says transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. That's for those of you that are working through some tough stuff. And then time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Absolutely. Look, that feels like a slap on the hand, and I don't mean it to be, and I'm sure the cards don't either. But yes, at times we just have to release all of that pent up stress. I almost feel it kind of in my gut, where you're like, I'm just trying so hard. Let it go. If you can just take a deep breath and let things flow, I promise you, everything does transform in that moment. And then we have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So this is definitely focused primarily on those of you that are in a current relationship. And then we have, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. I love that. That's beautiful. All right, let's get a couple of messages from the Wisdom of the Oracle for you to close this out. So we have chopped wood. To me, for some reason, this card is about physical exertion, needing to get out and physically do something. It's good for you guys. I think a lot of Leos I've known really love to do things that involve either exercise or moving, and it helps ground you guys. So I'm going to say anything that you can do physically that gets your mind off of things, go do that. Go get in nature or walk or exercise. Whatever you're doing, keep doing that. That's going to bring you some kind of peace, and just it'll get your energy back in alignment. And then we have milk and honey. That's the same. They're both sixes. So sixes could be really significant for you. That could be a birthday, a month that you and somebody else were together or met. All kinds of different things could pop up for you for that. Now, milk and honey is about taking care of yourself. So it's a combination of both physical and also, I'm going to say, the nurturing side. So do things for you that make you feel good. And then thinker, don't get too far into your head about it. Now, the fours to me are good. So when this card comes out, yes, you're thinking about a lot of things that are happening. But at the same time, fours represent a lot of abundance. So it could be financial, it could be a feeling of love, all kinds of really good stuff. So you're thinking through that, and maybe you're appreciating what it is that you already experienced. And then we have breathe. So that's what I was talking about. Take that deep breath. That reduces to an 11. You could have been feeling like you were dealing with a twin flame. Those are not meant to be necessarily together, right? We read about twin flames and we think, oh, this is such a magnetic connection, but usually it's a very painful one. So if you were dealing with that, you may recognize that it's not always that those two people are brought together. They're usually there to trigger each other. So they're saying if that's how you felt and you need to get on the other side of it to try to help by doing some breathing. I keep wanting to take deep breaths. And then we have not for you. So for those of you that are leaving somebody behind, this is definitely saying take care of yourself. Try to leave this energy behind. And then the other messages for those of you that are together, those were meant for you. Okay, my loves, thank you so much. I hope that wasn't too confusing. I appreciate all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Again, if you'd like a personal, that's in the description box below or in my About section. I hope you have an amazing end of your year into the beginning of January. Of course, I'm going to do the January readings, so I will see you in those. Have a great one. Happy New Year. Love you guys. Take care.